My name is Seth Schaefer, and today I'm going to be talking about a very well-known Native American people called the Cherokee, who have been around for a long time, in fact, for thousands of years. The Cherokee is a Native American tribe originally found in Alabama, Georgia, Kentucky, Mississippi, Tennessee, North Carolina, South Carolina, Virginia, West Virginia, and Oklahoma. Today, Oklahoma has the highest population of Cherokee Indians in the U.S., with a population of 300,000 Cherokee Indians in the state. There are two recognized tribes in Oklahoma: the Cherokee Nation of Oklahoma and the Kiowa Band of Cherokee Indians. The third registered band of Cherokee Indians, called the Eastern Band of Cherokee, are located in South Carolina. Let's now have a look at some other important facts and figures about the Cherokee Indians, such as the history of and social apparatus of this great Indian nation. Okay. Let's talk about history now of the Cherokee people, which also involves the development of the Cherokee language. The Cherokee language is a very beautiful and refined language. This is to do with the fact that much of their language actually was developed by their high level of interaction with the European settlers that had arrived in the U.S. The actual Cherokee language comes from the Iroquoian language group. Cherokee means principal people in their native language. Let's have a look at the culture and makeup of the Cherokee tribes. In the Cherokee culture, there are two main theories of Cherokee origins. One is that Cherokee and Iroquoian-speaking people are relative latecomers to southern Appalachia, who may have migrated in late prehistoric times from northern areas, the traditional territory of the Cherokee nations. Another theory is that the Cherokee have been in the southeast for thousands of years. Much of what is known of the Cherokee culture has come from records of Spanish expeditions. Just some more facts about the actual tribes of the Cherokee is that the Cherokee gave sanctuary to a band of Shawnee in the 1660s, but from 1710 to 1715, the Cherokee and Chickasaw, allied with the British, fought Shawnee, who were allied with the French, and forced them to move northward. Prior to aligning with the British to fight the Shawnee, the Cherokee had a long history of fighting the European colonizing armed forces, especially the British. The Cherokees also fought in the American Civil War on both the Union and Confederate Army against each other. The Cherokee Indian tribes have a rich history of being very strong fighters in any battles they were involved in. Okay. Now I'm going to talk about the tribal leadership process and other social characteristics of the tribes, including the role of women. Marriage in the Cherokee culture was complicated to understand. The Cherokee culture meant that women controlled property, such as their dwellings and their children, were considered born into their mother's clan, where they gained hereditary status. Advancement to leadership were generally subject to approval by the women elders. In the Cherokee culture, men and women were treated as equals. Cherokee men cut down trees to clear land for planting. They used the wood to build canoes, homes, and the pole fences around the villages in the Cherokee nations. In the Cherokee Nation, women are considered warriors. Women are also in charge of their household if they are ever to get married. Women have power over the families, participated in the government, and fought as warriors. Very few women had these rights in colonial America. Women also created baskets and used them to gather nuts in the fall and store goods. The women in the Cherokee Nation were also the farmers. They planted all the seeds and harvested all their crops. Young Cherokee girls pounded corn into flour for baking. One would have to admit at this point that women were very important to the development and overall survival of the Cherokee Nation. The Cherokee Nation truly has an amazing history and still thrives today, being the largest Native American group in the United States. The Cherokees are a very product group, and if you read their mission statement, what they stand for is clearly evident. The Cherokee Nation is committed to protecting our inherent sovereignty, preserving and promoting Cherokee culture, language, and values, and improving the quality of life for the next 7 generations of Cherokee citizens.